Stage 3 of the Vuelta just finished. It was a mountain stage, the first real test for the contenders for the overall victory. And to be honest, everyone was where they needed to be. Um, of all the contenders, everyone kind of stayed together and finished on the same time. It was only Geraint Thomas who lost some time today, I think, from the main guys. And it's not unusual for Thomas to have some difficulties during the first mountain stage. He's like a diesel in that aspect, but of course, it's never a good thing to lose time because you have to get that time back somehow if you want to actually get overall victory in. Um, as for Evenepoel, I think during the race he did a great job. He got in front right before the downhill, so he was safe during that tricky downhill. And beyond that, he kept in the wheels of the jumbo guys, just following them, and only attacking when we were close to the finish, like a couple of 100 meters for the finish, sprinting for the victory. And he won, so he not only um, got some bonus seconds, he also got the victory on his other rivals. So that's very good. So he rode very smart during the actual race, but after the race, he did everything wrong. Like he celebrated way too hard, being a bit of macho, to be honest, and he just crashed against a woman. And he wanted to blame it on her, I think, and on the organization for only having such a short finish. But everybody else did pull their brakes on time. Um, so that was not very good on Evenepoel. He just crashed for no reason. For no reason, had he paid more attention. Um, and it's actually probably a good thing he crashed against that woman. 'Cause otherwise, it might have been worse. He might have crashed even harder. Right now, he seemed to be more or less okay. I did not see any damage on his wrists, on his knees, on his arms, on his legs. He did bleed a bit on his head, but I don't think he had a concussion. So everything should be okay in the next couple of days. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because it would be a real bummer if he suffers from something as dumb as crashing after the finish. Um, but to be honest, I really think this time around he can only blame himself for that. Yeah, so Evenepoel did very well today beyond that crash. He rode it perfectly, in my opinion. I was kind of surprised about Roglic, to be honest. I thought he would sprint against Evenepoel today, but he just stayed in the wheel, and it was actually even Vingegaard that tried to sprint against Evenepoel. Then again, in the Tour de France of 2 years ago, in which he crashed out, he also didn't really sprint against Pogacar, so maybe it's not that surprising. Plus, Roglic also stayed in the lower down the bunch of the peloton, in the belly of the peloton the entire time. So maybe he had just had a lesser day. That's also possible, or he's just biding his time for later during the tougher, even tougher stages of the Vuelta. Um, but all in all, today was a very good day for MK Evenepoel. He got the stage win. He got some bonus seconds. So as long as he does not suffer any consequences of his crash, today was good. All is good. As long as, yeah, he does not suffer the consequences of that crash. On to the next one.